Metaphysics explores the fundamental nature of reality, extending beyond the physical to include spiritual and abstract concepts. This video looks into metaphysical prayer, a powerful tool that harnesses these elements to help individuals align with their deepest desires. By understanding and applying the principles of metaphysical prayer, one can potentially influence their own life experiences in profound ways. Desire is a core aspect of the human experience, deeply embedded in our nature. It motivates us to pursue our goals and is the driving force behind much of our behavior and ambition. Desires can range from simple, such as the wish for a good meal, to complex, such as aspirin for career success or personal fulfillment. It's important to distinguish between desires that uplift and those that could lead to negative outcomes. Positive desires generally foster growth, happiness, and well-being, not just for oneself, but often for others as well. They promote a sense of achievement and satisfaction. On the other hand, desires rooted in envy, greed, or vanity can lead to actions that might harm oneself and others. Understanding the nature of one's desires is the first step in metaphysical prayer, as it sets the foundation for what one aims to attract or manifest in their life. Prayer is not confined to religious practices, but is seen as a universal communication with the greater forces of the universe, or one's higher self. It's a deliberate act of expressing one's thoughts and feelings out into the cosmos, intending to align personal energy with universal energies. Throughout history, various cultures have recognized the power of prayer, each interpreting its mechanics and outcomes through the lens of their own spiritual and cultural understandings. These historical perspectives provide us with multiple insights into how prayer can affect our lives, suggesting that regardless of one's spiritual or religious beliefs, there is a universal acceptance that our intentions can influence our reality. Metaphysical prayer goes beyond traditional forms of prayer. It is not just about asking for things, but involves a deeper level of interaction with the universe. It requires clarity of thought, purity of intention, and a heartfelt emotional connection to one's desires. The principles of metaphysical prayer include setting clear, positive intentions, maintaining a strong emotional connection to those intentions, and having unshakable faith in the outcome. The effectiveness of metaphysical prayer begins with the clarity of one's intentions. When crafting a prayer, it is crucial to be as specific as possible about what one wishes to achieve. This specificity helps focus one's energy and makes it easier to visualize the desired outcome. For instance, rather than simply wishing for happiness, one might focus their intent on what they believe will specifically bring them joy, such as achieving a personal goal. Aligning one's emotions with their desires during prayer amplifies its power. This emotional alignment is about feeling the joy, peace, or satisfaction in the present moment, as if the desired outcome has already been realized. This practice is based on the belief that emotions are a powerful energy that can influence the universe to bring about the desired events. Visualization is a key technique in metaphysical prayer. It involves vividly imagining that one's desires have already come to fruition. It is not just about seeing an image in the mind's eye, but also about feeling the emotions associated with that outcome. Effective visualization can help solidify one's intentions and make the prayer feel more real and thus more likely to manifest. Affirmations play a critical role in metaphysical prayer. These are positive, concise statements that reinforce the goals and desires one is focused on manifesting. The power of affirmations lies in their ability to program the mind towards positive thinking and to enhance the emotional and energetic resonance with one's desires. Creating effective affirmations involves a few key steps. First, affirmations should be stated in the present tense to create a sense of immediacy and reality, as if the desire is already fulfilled. For instance, instead of saying, "I will be successful," one should say, "I am successful." This present tense phrasing helps to cultivate the feeling that the goal is already achieved, strengthening one's belief and emotional alignment. Second, affirmations should be positive and clear. This means focusing on what one wants rather than what one wants to avoid. For example, Instead of saying, "I am not stressed," it is more powerful to say, "I am at peace." This focuses the energy on the desired state rather than the undesired. Regular repetition of affirmations is also essential. By consistently repeating these positive statements, they become ingrained in one's subconscious, gradually shifting thoughts and feelings towards the desired outcomes. It is beneficial to incorporate affirmations into daily routines, such as in the morning upon waking or at night before sleeping, as these are times when the mind is particularly receptive. As with any practice that involves change and personal development, encountering doubts and fears is common. These negative emotions are often the biggest obstacles to manifesting one's desires through metaphysical prayer. They can dilute the clarity and energy of one's intentions, making it harder for the universe to respond as desired. The first step in overcoming these doubts and fears is to identify them clearly. Acknowledging these feelings is crucial as it allows one to address them directly. Once identified, one can use several techniques to mitigate these negative emotions. One effective method is to use counter-affirmations. For each doubt or fear, one can create a specific affirmation that directly opposes it. For example, if one fears failure, the counter-affirmation might be, "I am capable and confident in my abilities to succeed." Another technique is the practice of mindfulness and meditation. These practices help calm the mind, reduce stress, and improve one's emotional and mental clarity. By regularly practicing mindfulness, one becomes better at observing their thoughts and emotions without judgment, which helps in reducing the impact of negative doubts and fears. Continuing to practice metaphysical prayer despite doubts and fears is also crucial. Persistence shows the subconscious mind and the universe that one's intentions are strong, helping to eventually overshadow and replace the negative beliefs with positive ones. To effectively integrate metaphysical prayer into one's life, establishing daily practices and routines is essential. Consistency is key in any form of spiritual or personal development practice, and metaphysical prayer is no exception. Regular engagement helps to strengthen the connection with one's intentions and makes the practice a natural part of one's daily life. Simple integration techniques can include setting aside a specific time each day for prayer and reflection. Morning times can be particularly powerful, as this is when the mind is clear and the distractions of the day have not yet set in. Alternatively, evening reflections can also help in reinforcing the day's intentions and preparing for the next day. In addition to set times for prayer and reflection, incorporating small reminders throughout the day can help keep one aligned with their intentions. This could be as simple as setting reminder notes in visible places, wearing symbolic jewelry, or using smartphone reminders that bring one's goals back to focus throughout the day. By continuing with these practices, metaphysical prayer becomes more than just a momentary act. It evolves into a sustained lifestyle, influencing one's actions and reactions on a daily basis. This habitual reinforcement enhances the effectiveness of the prayers, bringing one closer to realizing their desires. For those who have become comfortable with the basics of metaphysical prayer and are looking to deepen their practice, there are several advanced techniques that can enhance the connection to one's desires and the universe. These methods focus on intensifying the emotional and energetic resonance, thus amplifying the potential for manifestation. One such advanced technique involves the use of meditation to reach deeper states of consciousness. During meditation, one can focus on their metaphysical prayers with reduced distraction from the conscious mind. This allows the subconscious to take a more active role, where it's believed to be more receptive to suggestions and affirmations. Practitioners might use guided meditations specifically designed to bolster the visualization and emotional aspects of their prayers. Another powerful technique is the practice of gratitude. Integrating gratitude into metaphysical prayer involves acknowledging and appreciating what one already has, as well as what one is seeking to manifest. This creates a positive feedback loop in the universe, attracting more of what one is thankful for. Practicing gratitude can be as simple as maintaining a daily journal where one notes things they are grateful for, directly related to their desires or otherwise. The concept of the higher self is integral to many spiritual and metaphysical practices. It represents a version of oneself that is connected to the divine or universal consciousness. Engaging with this aspect of oneself can provide deeper insights and guidance in the journey of metaphysical prayer. Connecting with the higher self often involves quiet reflection, introspection, and the practice of listening to one's inner voice. This can be facilitated through deep meditation, where one asks questions and remains open to receiving guidance. It may not always come as a clear voice, or even during the meditation session itself. Insights often arise subtly through intuition or synchronicities in one's daily life. To foster this connection, it is helpful to create a sacred space and routine that is dedicated solely to this purpose. This space should be free from distractions and filled with items that inspire a sense of peace and spiritual connection, such as candles, crystals, or inspirational images. The routine might include specific times of day dedicated to this practice, similar to the regular prayer and affirmation times, but with a focus on openness and receptivity. While we conclude, it's important to recognize that metaphysical prayer is a journey of personal growth and transformation. It is not a one-time act or a quick solution, but a continuous practice that evolves and deepens over time. The benefits of this practice extend beyond achieving specific desires. They also include increased self-awareness, a stronger connection with the universe, and an enhanced ability to influence one's reality. Persistence and patience are crucial. The results of metaphysical prayer may not always be immediate or as expected, but the alignment with one's deeper desires and the universe is a powerful process. By regularly engaging in the practices outlined, one builds a strong foundation that supports not only personal desires, but also contributes to a greater understanding and harmony with the forces of life. In this video, we have explored the profound concept of metaphysical prayer, from understanding and harnessing one's desires to connecting deeply with the higher self and the universe. Each step along the way builds upon the last, forming a comprehensive approach to this powerful spiritual practice. We encourage you to begin implementing these techniques, starting with simple prayers and affirmations, and gradually integrating more advanced practices as you become more comfortable. Remember, the journey is uniquely personal, and the pace at which you progress depends entirely on your own experiences and dedication to the practice. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of metaphysical prayer. May your practice bring you closer to the desires of your heart and the universal energies that surround us all.